the scratches. Hello, welcome to today's tutorial in which I'll be showing you how I reduce the appearance of scratches and scuffs in car paintwork. We are going to be working on the driver's rear corner of this 2007 Seat Ibiza, which has taken a light abrasion from a white vehicle of some sort, as you can tell from the paint transfer. The first thing you're going to want to do is clean the area that you're working on. That can be via your normal wash routine, or for me, I have some waterless cleaner. What you'll notice straight away after wiping with the towel is the scratches almost disappear. Now this tells me that they are just scratches in the lacquer, and we should be able to remove them using various polishing compounds. The product I like to use is this by Ferrecla, and it's their G3 regular paste compound. I'm just going to squeeze a bit of the compound onto my finger and then apply it to the panel. Now I'm going to grab my machine polisher, a polishing head, and some sort of a water applicator. I've got a hose pipe, but you can use a spray bottle or an old coffee cup. We just want to get the polishing pad and the paintwork nice and wet, and this is going to reduce the risk of burning through the paint. When you're happy that the paint and the pad are wet enough, we're going to grab the machine polisher. Now this one I've got was just a cheap £30–40 one off eBay, nothing special, and we just want to attach the polishing pad to it. Make sure it's tight, then plug the polisher in, and I like to set it on the lowest speed setting and adjust it as necessary for the job that I'm working on. Spin off the excess water from the pad and then use it to spread out the compound evenly over the panel. One thing to mention before machine polishing is that if your car is particularly clean and well kept, you're most likely going to need to mask off wheels and tyres, rubber trim around doors and windows or light units. This will make the clean-up process a lot easier, because when the compound dries it can be really stubborn to remove. This isn't much of an issue for me, as the car still needs to go to a body shop for some paint work and also requires a full clean and detail inside and out. When machine polishing, it's a good idea to keep the polisher on the move so that the risk of burning through the paint is reduced. Holding the polisher in one area for too long could generate excess heat and cause scorch marks in the paint. It may take more than one pass with the polisher to remove the scratches, depending on the depth of them. If that's the case, just reapply some more compound, re-wet the surface, and carry on as you were. That's probably too wet due to not spinning the excess water from the pad. Top tip, don't do that. 3 more tips for you. First one, try and keep the pad flat on the panel. Try and avoid using the edge of the pad, keep it flat on the panel. Second one, As a beginner, you want to apply little to no pressure on the polisher. Just let the weight of the machine do the work for you. And lastly, if you start to feel the pad snag and catch on the paintwork, then it's time to apply a bit more water to the surface to give it a bit of lubrication. I would recommend doing a maximum of 2 passes with the polisher before you wipe down the surface of the panel completely to inspect the scratches. If scratches in the lacquer are still present after inspection, then just carry out the machine polishing stage until they disappear. When you are satisfied with how your panel looks, it's time to move on to the polishing stage. This is just going to fill in any little imperfections that are still remaining in the paintwork. I've got a Meguiar's deep crystal polish here, and it's one I've had some good results with in the past, and I really like it. I'm just going to apply it to a lint-free cloth and work it into the panel. The main thing with this product is that it's not to be left to dry on the panel, so when I'm done working it, we're going to buff it off straight away and see the results. I've just grabbed myself fresh microfiber cloth. We're going to buff this polish off, get rid of all the residue, so we're just left with a brilliant shine. Now, I don't know about you, but I can barely see any scratches in that now, and you might think that we're done, but there is another stage, and that's the protection stage. Without the protection, the polish with weathering and washing probably wouldn't even last a week, so we need to apply a wax or a sealer to give that shine some durability. So we've got a clean lint-free cloth here, and the wax I like to use is it's a Ferrecla resin super wax, and we'll just apply it as instructed on the bottle. I've just been working on a different section of the car, so this panel has had time to haze over. So now we're going to grab a different microfiber cloth to what we used to buff the polish off, and we're going to buff this wax off now to a fantastic shine. One thing I can't resist is running the back of my hand along a just waxed car. Beautiful. While it hasn't left the panel perfect, machine polishing has significantly reduced the appearance of these scratches. The two that are remaining are deeper than the lacquer, and machine polishing will never be able to get rid of them. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, I'd love to see your results, and we'll see you next time. Like, share, subscribe, the Car Lovers channel.